Think about the last time you were completely paralyzed by a decision. Or, better yet, recall that infamous 2 a.m. shower argument. Your brain just loops endlessly over an unresolved conflict, treating a simple disagreement with a coworker like a literal survival threat. We suffer from what you might call Google Maps conditioning. This diagram shows a modern navigational route. It calculates the complete path, the exact traffic updates, and an estimated time of arrival before you even put the car in drive. We've been trained to demand this exact same certainty from our lives and relationships before taking a single step. But life does not come with a pre-rendered route. You cannot zoom out and calculate the exact friction points of your career or your marriage. When we insist on absolute certainty from a wildly unpredictable universe, we don't get safety, we get paralyzing anxiety. We freeze in place, waiting for a set of directions that are never going to arrive. To cope with the sheer terror of this mapless reality, we retreat into rigid tribal, political, and religious identities. We wrap ourselves in these labels and use them as a protective shield against the unknown. But try a quick thought experiment. Imagine waking up tomorrow and every cultural and religious label on Earth has been completely stripped away. No brand names, no team colors, no group identities. Without those labels to divide us, you would find that people's daily actions, routines, and physical realities are virtually indistinguishable. From a distance, the ridges lines we draw between enemies blur into a single, identical human mass. We have turned faith into a noun. We treat belief as a static club membership or a personal brand to display, rather than an active, living, ongoing practice. These labels provide the comforting illusion that we have a map, but the moment life gets genuinely chaotic, a club membership offers zero actual navigational guidance. To truly grasp our position, we have to look up from our own trivial arguments. We exist within a cosmic architecture of terrifying, immense scale. The physical universe is governed by laws, unseen dimensions, and a sheer volume of space that no human mind could ever fully calculate. It is far too large and far too complex to ever be mapped out by a human brain. Early seekers understood this. When examining ancient wisdom, they didn't try to calculate the entire universe. Instead, they sought their exact place within it. These ancient texts were never meant to be rigid, turn-by-turn directions. They were designed as diagnostic tools for human alignment. Attempting to force the infinite universe into a predictable, step-by-step route is an act of total human arrogance. This diagram illustrates the difference between a map and a compass. A compass doesn't give you a pre-planned route or a precise time of arrival. It provides a constant, dynamic orientation, no matter what the terrain around you is doing. In this framework, belief is a verb. It is a continuous state of realigning yourself. You don't just achieve faith and stop moving, you actively navigate the friction of the world. Look at how planets move through space. They don't calculate a flight path, they simply submit to the invisible gravitational pull of the sun, finding their natural trajectory by yielding to a larger force. When you let go of your ego's desperate need for control, you are doing the exact same thing. Surrendering the demand for a perfect map is how you allow yourself to fall into a natural orbit. True human capability is never found in controlling the outcome. It is found entirely in controlling your internal response to the unknown by firmly holding your compass. Now, let's bring this all the way back down to earth. Think about a tense, everyday disagreement with your spouse or a coworker. Your ego instantly wants to force the situation. You try to pull on a single thread to win the argument and reassert control, and you end up tangling the entire knot tighter. The alternative is to check your internal compass. You pause, let go of the immediate need to be right, and trust the larger underlying system holding the relationship together. Stepping back from an ego-driven argument is not surrendering your intellect. It is the highest form of intellectual maturity because you are finally aligning yourself with reality. In software, there is a big difference between fixing bugs and upgrading the system. This diagram shows isolated red arrow nodes popping up. These represent the daily fires we try to put out. When we demand a perfect map for our lives, we spend all our energy frantically patching these local bugs. We react to one crisis after another until the system buckles. But orienting yourself to a higher purpose does something entirely different. It rewrites the core operating system itself. It creates a structural alignment that makes those individual frantic bugs totally irrelevant. You don't have to know the exact path ahead to be free. The deepest peace comes from letting go of the map, trusting the system's gravity, and stepping forward into the unknown with a perfectly calibrated compass.